Astro Insights. I thought I was logging off and I was like, you still have Astrology Insights to do. Remember, you're not going anywhere. So here we are. Welcome to Astrology Insights for September the 3rd. All right, we're going to be talking about the astrology of tomorrow, basically, as well as some other transits that are going on at this particular moment. So the energy is positively shifting forward. I hope that you guys are regaining some of the energy. Mercury went direct last week, and that transition into it going direct, which first of all is an illusion, but doesn't mean that it doesn't impact our energy. That was a huge resistant kind of push and pull dynamic and shift. So hopefully you're starting to feel better. Tomorrow, September the 4th, or maybe already today where you are, we have Mars entering Cancer. So Mars, the planet of the masculine energy of the Emperor, entering Cancer, which is the nurturing, receiving, and mother energy of the moon, okay? So this positive transit is going to be showing you where you can take a leap of faith in your love life as well as your emotional vulnerability. So you are going to be really aligning and taking the action steps and probably opening up to love in a whole new way. But there are a couple of squares, which I'll explain in the energy, that are quite literally squares at this particular moment, not allowing for the most easy transition, smooth transition in that space. Okay, keep in mind that Mars, when empowered, like I said, is the Emperor, is the divine masculine energy inside all of us. Cancer can also be overly emotional, so you're going to be dealing with a little bit of hesitance in opening up because of that square. Oh, I just recorded a whole thing and it's gone. I meant to talk about more than one square, which I will, but I was mentioning that you are becoming more empowered than ever to really speak your truth and to be in your authenticity. It is making some of you emotional, and you're feeling rather burdened by being in your authentic truth, which is okay. You can get through that energy, but the squares are the reason why that's happening. I'll talk about that in the next slide. At this moment, we are dismantling a lot of the patriarchal, colonial, toxic structure that we've been grown and raised to believe in. Time and scheduling is something that is going to still stay in the matrix system because we need that as 3D people, but we are breaking the norm in terms of self-acceptance, love, and purpose. Okay, so you guys are going to be really forced to be more in your heart, and some of those burdens are generational, or you're wanting to have a different opinion, or you're wanting to empower yourself beyond what you've been programmed with, right? I was talking about that a little bit last week. And you're like, oh, this is not the way it's supposed to be. This is not the way it should be. And so some of you are naturally having a hard time sticking up for yourself or finding a way to have and introduce those conversations. So normal, but also that's just in the energy right now. You are really being empowered, and you'll continue to be pushed to be that person that can be authentic. The couple of squares I want to talk about. Squares are basically polarizing energies, they're combative energies. So the first one is Mars square Neptune. So Mars, again, being the planet of the divine masculine Emperor inside of us energy, squaring the rose-colored glasses. Square combative energy is your actions, kind of, whether that's in love life or just with your own authentic truth, your own alignment and your purpose. The square is creating this illusion in your mind of, but can I really do this? Can I really have this? Is this right? The sabotage, the self-manipulation, the talk, the being in your head. So know that is going to be there. But the more that you get into your heart center through meditation, through deep breaths, through following your intuition, through seeing what your guidance system is telling you, to what actually feels right, you're going to be able to really see what is your ego versus what is that truth. The second square I want to talk about is Jupiter square Saturn. So Jupiter, planet of expansion, squaring, combating the planet of karma. So essentially your expansion is going to be challenged by your karma. So this, again, the karma can also be intergenerational. So you want to expand beyond a certain belief system. You want to expand beyond a certain reality. You want to expand beyond a certain limit, a certain barrier, glass ceiling. And kind of the karma of your life is wanting to hold you back. That's also your comfort zone that's wanting to hold you back. There could be people, places, or things that are trying to hold you back. And so what you're really going to have to tune into is reflection at this period of time during Virgo season. And know that anything that needs to be cleared out karmically will be cleared out in the next couple of months, or it's going to start to really show itself to you and you'll see an adjustment. But taking the aligned action steps, even if it makes you uncomfortable, whatever is going to make you really feel happy and satiated and confident is the direction. So to close off, we're going to read page 42. I was like, what? They're like, page 42 of my book, Debunking the World We Live In. So let's see what page 42 has, or what are we talking about on page 42? The Matrix programs you to believe that you need these things and are essentially grooms many celebrities to show you the attainable caliber of life. They don't glorify the amount of hard work that can go into receiving or achieving a type of status. This does not mean that nepotism or privilege does not exist. It minimizes the stress of attaining one's highest potential. Like I said, the age of nepotism is over in yesterday's post. People who have made vulnerable documentaries about their addiction and their mental health battles are often criticized for opening up and being judged. One reason for this is that the system has these groomers are fearful of the true pressures of becoming accessible for information for everyone to see. Addiction is a byproduct of corruption and toxicity. So what is programming? So what is programming? It is an ingraining of your personality and how you view the world. From the moment you are born, you are, if your parents are not awake, likely taught that your power to succeed and be healthy is beyond your control. If it is in your control, it is only through hard work, etc. This is false programming. Since we are born with our success and purpose, that means we don't need the system to validate that. We spend a lot of time hoping they will guide us there. We are our guidance system. I was talking about this last night in Astrology Insights about how religion has become indoctrination because they want you to believe in a person as your sense of power, whereas true religious leaders, prophets, gurus, gods, Allah, Jesus do not believe in that. They just don't. As a baby, you are vulnerable and given vaccines, and your parents are programmed to believe that better health is acquired through intervention. This doesn't mean modern medicine doesn't work, but it is outdated and keeps you fighting against energies that don't exist anymore. Then you go to school, which teaches you what the government says is vital to know. Gender roles are often affirmed in patriarchal homes. Questions about who you want to be are enforced. Your life is built upon you becoming a powerful person, which often involves more schooling, which entails a lot of skewed information. I want to talk. I know, but it's discernment, it's nuance, it's relativity. So from experience, questioning theories and having an individual perception have been criticized. How can it be that an application of something subjective has a right or wrong answer? Tell them. One is then graded on whether or not they view the world the same as the elite and those who have brought the system in to push an agenda. This is programming. All right, so what chapter of my book is this? This is chapter 3, called What is a Matrix and Divine Orchestration? So if you want a copy of my book, I'd absolutely love that. And if you want one signed by me with the channeled message, you can get the one via my website. If not, you're able to get it on Amazon and Kindle, and I'll soon be recording the Audible.